We have got to get the health care fixed in this country, guys. Kentucky's for Trump. Alabama's for Trump. Georgia, Florida's going to be big for Trump. Texas, Greg Abbott, wonderful governor in the state of Texas. Texas will be red. Michigan will be red. Pennsylvania will be red this time. The Carolinas are going to be red. He's not going to be a dictator. Everybody says Trump's going to be a dictator. What you guys fail to see is this right here. Trump cannot pass anything unless Congress and the Senate vote on it. How can he be a dictator if he can't get policies passed? He cannot do anything except what the Congress and the Senate allow him to do. That's why we need to get Republican Senate, Republican Congress, and a Republican president. Once we do that, we're going to roll, man. We're going to get it done. The Dakotas are going to be red. Both of them are going to be red. He's traveling this country when he's not tied up in Joe Biden's Mickey Mouse court. And he's telling people facts. The problem is everybody wants to keep the truth quiet. They want to keep everything on the hush and the low. We have got to have a red wave across this country. It's time. I believe most hardworking Americans are tired of the way things are right now. Most hardworking Americans don't want anything more than to have a good living, pay their taxes, live their life without any type of control of the government. You see, so many Democrats forget something. What are the first three words in the Constitution? What does it say? The first three words in the Constitution. We the people. Not we the Democrats, not we the Republicans, we the people. We the people. This is the people's country. This is not Joe Biden's country. It's not Donald Trump's country. This is America. This is our country. This is our country. We have to right now take this opportunity to invoke change in our country. This is the moment of truth for America. It's the moment of truth for us. If we don't, we're going to be right back where we were 4 years ago. We're going to be back in a mess. More broken healthcare system, more border control. What are you going to say when the illegals come across the border and take your children? Or they come across the border and they, pray to God, hopefully not, do something to one of your family members. Oh, well, they didn't do anything because their hands are tied by President Biden. I'm going to tell you why. Here it is. If President Biden can open the border and allow thousands upon thousands upon thousands, you can fact check this, people to come into this country, it recreates the voting ratio in this country. It recreates the voting ratio. Coming in with fake IDs, it allows the Republicans to not have a chance. All Biden is doing is pouring people into the border so that he can get more votes. But here's the deal. And Donald Trump hit this home run. You can believe it. You don't have to believe it. You can choose to believe whatever you want to. These people coming across the border aren't coming over here to live the American dream. You're crazy if you think that. Maybe a few of them are, whatever. These people come from mental institutions, ISIS, MS-13, drug dealers. They're coming over here. They're coming over here free. And they're taking your tax dollars and they're living off all this blood, sweat, and tears that you've busted your hiney in for all of these years to take care of your family. They're busting every bit of it up. You've worked, and most of my Democratic friends are good, hardworking Americans. They just want a good country. I'm not knocking the Democrats. We all want a good country. We all want a country where we can prosper, where we can live safe. We can have borders. We can have some type of law here. But it's lawlessness with Biden in office. Here it is. At the end of the day, we'll wrap this video up in just a minute. Thank you for all the Trump supporters. Keep tapping that screen, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's get these likes up. You know, we're at a pivotal point in this country. And you may sit there and say, hey, Donald Trump hadn't done nothing. Nobody else has done nothing. I will promise you this. Thank you, Cinnamon, for the rose. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes, for the follows. I appreciate it all. You follow me, I'll follow you back. Appreciate it so much. Here's the deal. I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm fixing to express my thought about something. Guys, let's get to 30,000. Let's get me 30,000 likes on this page today. Come on. 30,000 likes. We're at 27.5. Come on. 2,500 more likes. Come on, Trump, guys. Let's light this thing up. Here it is. This is just my opinion. Racist. Trump has more black voters than Biden does. I don't think that makes him a racist. Here it is. I feel much safer at night with my family going to sleep, knowing Donald Trump is the president of the United States, than I do any day knowing Joe Biden is president of the United States. Because here's why. I believe if China walked over here, Russia invaded over here, or whatever the case would be, Joe Biden would not do anything in his power to defend this country. This is exactly why, I'll revert back to this again. This is exactly why Vladimir Putin thought about going into Ukraine when Trump was president. He's thought about it. But although him and Donald Trump have a decent relationship, he knew better. He said, this man Trump is crazy. Kim Jong-il, Trump walked right across the border into North Korea. Biden won't even go to the border. Biden won't even go visit the Korea. He sold out America to everybody. He has sold us out to everybody in this country, in this world. No, I'm not fine with nobody being above the law. I don't think nobody should be above the law in this country, whether you're a president, senator, whoever. Laws are in place in this country for a reason. They're just not applied equally to people. January the 6th is a smash. That's not ever going to be nothing done about that. This insurrection garbage, whatever you want to call it. You guys think that was bad? You guys think January the 6th was bad? You think January the 6th was bad? Let President Trump get railroaded this time. You haven't seen nothing yet. You haven't seen anything yet. Because I'm promising you, if President Trump gets railroaded this time, you're going to see an uprising in this country like you've never seen. You're going to see an uprising in this country of supporters, black, white, Hispanic, male, female, everybody, who's going to go into Washington and they're going to take this country back. It's not about being a fearmonger or a warmonger. It's about simply wanting to go to bed at night, to be safe in this country, to have America again, not some third world country that Joe Biden has turned this place into. Joe Biden has turned America into a third world country. There's more homeless people on the streets than there's ever been in their life. Law enforcement has no rights to do anything at all. The border is a mess. Blah, 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 you want to till it happens to you. Blah, 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 all you want to, but I promise you, your tax money right now is paying for Ukraine. Your tax money is paying for all these other wars in these other countries right now. President Trump told NATO, you need to pay your fair share or we're not going to be over here bailing you out every time something happens. You need a president with some guts. A president with some guts. You pay like we pay and everybody else pays. Everybody comes calling on America to come help when they get in trouble. Everybody comes, oh, America, help me. America, please come to the rescue. But you don't want to pay your part into NATO. You want to pay your fair share of that. And they know it. The fact with Trump, if it comes up, it comes out. And that's how it is. And nobody likes that about him. Nobody likes that about him. Nobody likes the fact that Trump speaks it like it is. That's the problem. America has turned into a bunch of emotional softies that don't want to hear the truth. They want to be petted on the head. Oh, it's going to all be okay. Joe Biden's going to rescue you forever. The problem is nobody wants to hear the truth. America is weak. America is losing credibility in this world. America is a failing country. Our economic policies are a mess. The border is a mess. Crime is a mess. Homeless people are a mess. The healthcare system's broken. Veterans are sleeping in tents while illegals come over here and get every benefit that you're paying for, guys. You've worked your tails off to pay for your families. You've worked your tail off all of your life, Democrat and Republican, whether you work blue collar, white collar, whatever you do. You're working your tail off. You're working your tail off to pay for these illegal people's houses. You're working your tail off to pay for all of this crime that's going on. Your tax money is funding a war in Ukraine that shouldn't even be happening. You know why? You know why? Because Biden and Ukraine are just like that. Hunter Biden sits on an executive board in Ukraine. Yeah, he sits on an executive board. Yeah, he'll throw a little money at Ukraine every now and then just to pass time to do the political thing. Why don't he go fly over to Russia, have a meeting somewhere with Putin and say, hey, I'm giving you 10 days. You get out of Ukraine. We're done playing games with you, because he's weak. I promise you this. If and when Donald Trump gets elected in November, the war in Russia is going to stop just like that. He's going to leave, and it's going to be over with. Going to be done. Iran, the Ayatollahs, and the big people over there, while we're sitting here blindfolded, guys, Russia is selling uranium to Iran. Come on, guys, you open your eyeballs. Russia is selling uranium to Iran. North Korea is supplying missiles in a proxy war to use against Ukraine. Why don't Joe Biden put a stop to it if he's so great? Why does he turn blind eyes to everything? Let me tell you why, because he's weak. He's a joke in the eyes of the world. He is a joke in the eyes of the world, guys. That's exactly why. That's exactly why these leaders are just doing what they want to do. And I'm telling you, Taiwan is next. Taiwan is next, I'm telling you. Rocket Man's over there shooting off rockets and missiles again. He's over there doing all these kind of stuff, doing all these kind of things. Would not be happening if Donald Trump wants to invest in jobs in America for you and for me. He's wanting to invest in your future, in my future. You say, oh, he's a dictator. He has no policies. He has this in. He cares more about America than Joe Biden. Joe Biden has sold us out. Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer are over there in the pockets of Russia. They're in the pockets of everybody else over there. Right now, our military is so beat down, and our military is so in such terrible shape, they can't even get weapons. They can't get ammunition. China could walk into Ukraine today, and President Biden wouldn't do nothing about it. He wouldn't do nothing about it. He would do nothing about it. I'm not clueless. He's weak. He is a weak foreign policy president. Debate Trump if he's weak. Let's put him toe to toe on a stage somewhere. Let's have a debate and let the people hear both sides. Let the people hear. Put facts out. Don't spew off. Put facts out. So you're telling me that Russia was in Ukraine when Trump was president. Iran was over there jumping onto Israel when Trump was president? No, sir, it was not happening. Because you know why? They're afraid of Trump. We need a president who the world's afraid of. We need a president with some guts. That's why Ronald Reagan got stuff done when Mikhail Gorbachev was president of Russia. We had a president with some guts that stood up. That's why George W. Bush went right over there and he wiped out Saddam Hussein. He told him, don't do it. And he went in there, he went into Kuwait, and he went in and he wiped him out. He wiped him out. I'm giving you tons of facts today. Tons of facts. The problem is, no matter what I say, you're not going to believe it. But you can fact check anything I'm telling you. Fact check anything you want to. Trump is not a loose cannon. Trump commands respect. Trump don't put up with any garbage. That's the difference between him and Joe Biden. Trump doesn't put up with any garbage. He calls a spade a spade. Joe Biden cowers down to the world. He cowers down to all of these other leaders and dictators in the world. That's the difference between Trump and Biden. Let them debate. I want them to. I'm begging for a debate. I am begging for a debate so bad. I am so begging for a debate. You can, if you guys are saying BS and not true, go look it up. Go look it up. I'll wait. Go look it up. Go look it up. I will absolutely guarantee you'll see I'm telling you the truth about stuff. But I want to say this, is Trump perfect? No. I've clarified this in every live I've ever done. Trump is not a perfect candidate. He's not a perfect person. Neither is Joe Biden, but his policies are better. He brought strength back to America. Our borders were safer. You could go to sleep at night, not to worry about Russia bombing your brains out over here at night or China bombing your brains out at night. It doesn't matter if he's filed bankruptcy 5 times. That's irrelevant. Who cares about that? Joe Biden's involved in criminal dealings too, but nobody talks about that. He was running a very successful business. He was a very successful businessman. If he's bankrupt, how does he still have millions of dollars? He's not a dummy. Trump's not a dummy, guys, when it comes to economy and business. He may not be the perfect person, and I'm the first one to say this, and I'm a very big Trump supporter, but I will be the first one to admit this. So if you got you got your thing, put it on. The only thing that I think that Trump, one of the things I think he did do wrong in his first presidency, he was on Twitter too much. He was blowing it up. I think he's learned that. I think he's learned that that's not the way to handle things. Trump's economy wasn't terrible. He inherited an awful mess from Obama. His economy was not bad at all. Veterans don't support Joe Biden. There is no way a veteran supports Joe Biden. Joe Biden can't even salute a veteran, guys. Obama didn't give him a good economy. Obama, the housing market was on the way down when Obama left office. We're not doing good economically. The problem is Joe Biden just lets people do what they want to do. We're basically a country without laws. We're a country without borders. We're no different than a third world country right now. We're no different than a third world country. And I'm telling you, it's getting worse every day. Trust what I'm telling you. That's okay. You're welcome to disagree all you want to. Donald Trump would have shut this government down. He was in a meeting with Pelosi and Schumer, and he said, if I don't get the things that I need, I will shut this government down. Shut it down. You have got to be a strong leader. You can't just be a yes man. And that's all Biden is a yes man. I'm a yes man. I'm a yes man. Yes, I'll do this. Yes, Biden's being led around by the Democrats. He ain't even running the country. Biden's not even running the country. He'll be the president. Well, guys, thank you for coming on and debating with me today. As always, like I say, whether you vote blue or red, that's your opinion, your choice. Nothing personal, it's just one person's opinion. And we'll have another live here in a few nights. Think of some questions you want to ask, and I'll see if I can fact check some stuff with you. And we will absolutely get it all going on here on the Trump 2024 Save America Again page. Hope to see you guys soon.